This is Grand Central-42nd Street. Transfer is available to the 4, 5, 6, and shuttle to Times Square. Connection is available to Metro North and the Long Island Railroad. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform. This is the 34th Street.
What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you some of the new entrances that were built for the Grand Central Madison station, as well as show you some of the other corridors and exits on the way there. Right now I'm at the 42nd Street Grand Central Subway Station. This complex is a little bit more confusing now with the opening of Grand Central Madison. 42nd Street Grand Central is the name of the subway station, which serves the 4, 5, 6 Grand Central Shuttle and number 7 trains. Grand Central Terminal is the oldest one. That was named after the New York Central Railroad, but it serves Metro North. Those are the commuter trains which run north to upstate New York and Connecticut. And then there's Grand Central Madison, which opened in January, and that serves Long Island Railroad, which is also a commuter rail, but only for Queens and Long Island, the Long Island counties of Nassau and Suffolk. I've done a comparison video before showing the old connection from the Long Island Railroad's former terminal, Penn Station. They're still going to have that as another station, but now there's another option at Grand Central Madison. And I'm going to show you a couple ways to get there from Grand Central Terminal, where we're exiting now, from 42nd Street Grand Central Subway Station. So you can use this video as a reference to see if any of these exits will make sense for you, if it'll save you any time, because I know it can be quite confusing now. Of course, it'll ultimately depend on where your final destination is, if any of these new exits or passageways make sense to you. So here's the turnstile. We're still in the subway station. Grand Central Terminal is right here. The subway station is actually named after the terminal. Hey! Right now it's a Monday afternoon, so you can kind of gauge the passenger traffic right now, since it is a weekday. It's February 6th, just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, so this is a little bit tricky. The main entrance for the 4, 5, 6, and 7 trains are here on the southeast corner of the station house at Grand Central Terminal, and the Grand Central Shuttle is on the southwest corner. And the station house, where we are right now, is between 42nd Street and 44th Street. And Grand Central Madison, it's named Grand Central Madison because the main concourse for that station is on Madison Avenue. That one's located between 44th Street and 48th Streets. And from the terminal itself, there's 2 entrances to Grand Central Madison directly. and they're both located on the southwest corner, which is closest to the Grand Central Shuttle, as well as 42nd Street and 5th Avenue or Vanderbilt Avenue, that area. That's where it's closest to. Wait, 5th Avenue is all the way down there. I meant Madison Avenue. But here's the main concourse of Grand Central Terminal. So I'll show you the two entrances to the Grand Central Madison station. One of them is from the new skyscraper, 1 Vanderbilt. And then the other one is through the dining concourse, which is just below us. There's also easier ways to make connections to the Metro-North Railroad to and from the Long Island Railroad. You don't need to come into the station house. Okay, so here's the southwest corner of Grand Central Terminal. The subway shuttle passage is over there for the S train. But this is where you get one of the entrances to the Long Island Railroad, Grand Central Madison Station. I know it can get a bit confusing with all these different Grand Centrals. But basically, you can get Long Island Railroad from this staircase down here. There's also another one around the corner, which you can get as well. Right over there where you see the glass, there's another set of stairs there, or escalators. I'm sure we'll see it when we come down here. But here's one of the newer subway exits that they put up, and exiting into 1 Vanderbilt, which is connected to the whole Grand Central complex. So here it is, the escalators I was telling you about, Long Island Railroad. And here is the entrance, the closest entrance from the subway system to Grand Central Madison, the Long Island Railroad area. But this actually takes a while to get to the actual trains, because you're basically entering from like 43rd Street or so, and you have to walk a few blocks underground to get here. I'll just peek into the main concourse as I round this corner here. Here's Madison Concourse. Looks like a door is already open for me. And now you have a lot of time to walk just to get to the trains from here. It's actually more efficient if you go over to like 45th Street or so. That's when the main tracks begin. Otherwise, you have a little bit of a walk. But I'll show you where this leads to now, the dining concourse, which is the other exit, the other main entrance to Grand Central Madison. There's also an elevator here to the left for the main concourse and Metro North. We are in Grand Central Terminal again, but the dining concourse. And if you want to go to the main concourse, we have to take these stairs up. So now that we're here, I want to show you two sets of passageways that are connected to the new Grand Central Madison station that many people don't know about. It's actually called Grand Central North. It existed here before the new train station opened up. But basically, there are two north and south corridors connecting the station house up to 47th Street or 48th Street. And there's also two crosstown passages at 45th and 47th Streets. There's what you call the Northwest Passage and the Northeast Passage. Here's the Northwest Passage. And the Northeast Passage, as you might think, is over here. And you may think both are similar, they lead to the same area, and they kind of do, but not really. The Northeast Passage actually goes, I believe, in between the upper and lower levels of the Metro North tracks. And the Northwest Passage goes under the lower level. So you may have a little bit more to climb if you go take the Northwest Passage. But the new station, Grand Central Madison, is connected to both of these passages. And you can always transfer between the Northeast Passage and the Northwest Passage with the crosstown passageways at 45th and 47th Streets. And for reference, the new Long Island Railroad station has its main ticket office at 47th Street. And as I show you through the throughout this video, the 47th Street entrance at Madison Avenue is probably the most efficient way to enter this new station. To save you a bit of time, you don't have to come through this main concourse at Grand Central Terminal and go through this entire maze. But let me show you how to get there. The Northwest Passage, it's called Grand Central North. Talk about more confusion. Grand Central Terminal, which is the oldest. There's Grand Central North, which is the passageways. Grand Central Madison, which is the Long Island Railroad concourse. And 42nd Street Grand Central, which is the subway station. Hope you're all following this. Northwest Passage and elevators. You see here, it's called Grand Central North, and it's not really used that much. And furthermore, this is only open from Monday to Friday. It's closed on the weekends. I'll show you the Northeast Passage now. Here's all the trains for Metro North going to Westchester County and higher, and also Connecticut. I think the Northeast Passage is the same thing. It's also closed on weekends. You see here, Grand Central North to exits at 46th and 48th Street. So there's the Northeast Passage. And there's actually a diagram here showing you where these passages go. So you see here, here's the main station house. There's Northwest Passage, Northeast Passage where we are. There's the lower level cross passage at 45th Street. This will also connect to Grand Central Madison. It's not updated, this map. And this continues. The Northeast Passage goes to 48th Street and Park Avenue. Meanwhile, the Northwest, it only connects to 47th Street. But you can still end here, cross over the Crosstown Tunnel, and still exit here if you wanted to. There's also another exit at Lexington Avenue, but there's a big maze here. But why don't we take this Northeast Passage, because I think it'll be similar to the Northwest, and I'll take the lower level tunnel to get to the Northwest Passage. And also I'll show you the Long Island Railroad Station, Grand Central Madison. Now remember, it's several city blocks that you could be walking underneath here. We're basically walking from like 43rd Street to 48th Street underground. And there's no like moving walkways here. And I don't think there's any seating here either in these passageways. Something I have a big gripe about with the new station, Grand Central Madison, is that there's limited seating. I don't find any seating in that station, nor moving walkways. But these older passageways are also the same thing. I don't know why they called this Grand Central North. I think it's a little bit misleading. They should have just called it Passageways or something else. There's an elevator to the cross passage. All right, so 46th and Park Avenue, man. You can tell this is dated. They need to repair the ceiling here. So this will go up to 46th and Park Avenue, the first exit for the Northeast Passage. But now we're gonna go to the cross passage here on 45th Street. This is kind of like the neglected part of Grand Central. There's entire tiles missing from the wall. It's kind of dirty. But we'll be that much closer to the Long Island Railroad Station this way, because the new station is actually built 15 stories underground. They had to do so because there's so much infrastructure under the street. There's no other way they could build it closer to the surface. In my previous video I did for Grand Central Madison, I asked if it was a waste of money or not to build a station, because it was an $11 billion price tag and it took over 15 years to build. I think that's debatable. Some people say it is worth it for the time savings and the commute, but is it good for a fiscal perspective? Was that money worth spending on other things instead of this new train station? And that really seems to be the debate. Because even from my conclusion with that video, even though it may take you a while to walk underground to get to where you need to go, it is closer to the east side, and it makes connections between Metro North and Long Island Railroad faster. It also saves people a subway fare rather than exiting at Penn Station. So this is the Northwest Passage here. The escalator coming down is coming from the Northwest Passage. And this is the brand new connection to Grand Central-Madison, the Long Island Railroad station. I'll show you this.
Don't fall for it. Watch the gas getting on and off your train.
Oh, and following up on the price tag as well. It'll also alleviate congestion at Penn Station, as well as some tracks. So Long Island Railroad, this will go up to the Madison concourse of the Grand Central-Madison station. So that's how the Northwest and Northeast passages are connected to the new train station. So basically we're under 45th Street right now. So really easy connection from Metro North. If you can make it down to that crosstown passage at 45th Street, you can just come here. But I'd like to go up to the Northwest Passage now, walk it to the end to 47th Street. And I'll bring you to what I think is the most efficient entrance for the new train station. $11 billion, and they couldn't revamp Grand Central North at all. It's still old and falling apart. It looks like ceiling plates are missing, tiles are dirty. Now, I want to add to this. I don't have to take this Northwest Passage to 47th Street. I could have stayed on the Madison concourse and walked underground at 47th as well. And it'll be a lot newer and not as dated looking as this, but I want to show you this for comparison purposes, because not many people know about Grand Central North here, the Northwest and Northeast passages as well. To Grand Central Madison, all Long Island Railroad tracks. Tracks 32 and 33. Oh wow, something's going on here. It looks like the elevator has a barrier here. The elevator is out of order. But this will go down to the 47th Street cross passage for Grand Central North. I don't think these vending machines are operating. But you want to make a left at the cross passage here to get to Grand Central Madison. Remember, Madison Avenue is west of Grand Central Terminal. And then the actual tracks of Long Island Railroad are underneath Park Avenue. That long escalator, well, here's the Long Island Railroad entrance. That long escalator from the Madison Concourse to the mezzanine of Long Island Railroad, it goes underneath one whole city block to get to Park Avenue. That's how long it needs to be. It takes 1 minute and 38 seconds. So here's the exit I want to show you. 47th Street and Madison Avenue. Entrance is closed effective November 1st, 2021. To Grand Central Madison, all tracks. There's a staircase that goes downstairs. And there's the new entrance over here. This actually goes into an office building, I think for JP Morgan. Madison Concourse, Long Island Railroad tracks. There's a ticket machine here, but for Metro North instead of Long Island Railroad. So let's go out onto the street here. I think this is the closest entrance if you want to catch the trains for Long Island Railroad. You just come here. And you can also take that cross passage to Metro North too. For the New York City Subway station, this entrance isn't really that convenient. It might even be faster to get the 51st Street station instead on the number 6 train. All right, so here we are, Madison Avenue and 47th Street. So if your destination, your office, your work is somewhere here, then this station will really benefit you. You just get off at 47th Street and you find a location on Long Island Railroad that matches up with this exit or entrance. But here it is. This is 383 Madison Avenue, the corner of 47th Street and Madison Avenue. This, by the way, this building is JP Morgan's new corporate headquarters that they're building. They knocked down an entire skyscraper to build a new one. But they own the property across the street. That's a JP Morgan building, and also this building too, it's also JP Morgan. But anyway, I'll show you how easy it is to get to the Long Island Railroad tracks from here. I know I've done the video where I timed it, where I went from the center of the Long Island Railroad tracks at track 302, I believe, to the clock at the Grand Central Terminal main concourse. But we're going to time it from here, how long it takes to the Long Island Railroad track. So let's start and let's go into the JP Morgan building. We'll see how long it takes to get to Long Island Railroad at Grand Central Madison, because this is the most efficient entrance and one of the newer entrances. I'm not gonna walk the escalators just to be fair. I still find it kind of crazy that it took almost 9 minutes to walk from the Long Island Railroad platform to the clock at Grand Central Terminal. To me, that's unacceptable for commuting standards. They should have really put like moving walkways in the new train station, but that can always be added in later, as well as seating too. I mean, they can't expect everyone to walk that long, especially people who are mobility impaired. All right, Madison Concourse, Long Island Railroad tracks. Empty Long Island Railroad sign. The main ticketing area is just behind this wall here. There's also an elevator which goes down, which I heard a commenter say that you could take it to avoid taking this long escalator, which takes 1:38. But you have to factor in the time. You got to walk over to the elevator, push the button to call it up, and then you have to wait for it to come to the bottom, the top as well. I think when I timed it, it took 1:26. But then again, you have to factor in the time it takes for you to walk from here to the entrance of the elevator as well. So the thing with these escalators, there's actually 4 sets of them. And they're one of the few that are privately owned. They're not operated by MTA. So hopefully that means that they're in good repair all the time and working. I believe there's a set of escalators at 48, 47, 46, and 45th. Those are the 4 sets.
Please do not sit on the steps or the handrail. Please watch your step getting on and off. Please be careful while riding the escalator. Please face forward while riding this escalator.
Baby strollers, push cars, and pull cars are not permitted on the escalator. For your children's safety, do not allow them to play on or near the escalator.
Please do not sit on the steps or the handrail. Please watch your step.
Okay, here we are. Let's pretend we're going to the far tracks here at track 303. Has some beautiful artwork by Kiki Smith. Okay, so here we are at the Long Island Railroad platform. I'm going to stop the stopwatch pretty soon. All right, so about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. That's actually pretty acceptable. You can just get off right here at area C on track 304 or 303 and be up at the street level in under 5 minutes. But I actually want to see how long this takes over here. I'm going to reset the stopwatch, start again, because I think there's an elevator at 48th Street that goes right up to the street level, and you don't have to go ride these escalators at all.
Push cars and pull cars are not permitted on the escalator. For your children's safety, do not allow them to play on or near the escalator.
Please do not sit on the steps or the handrail. Please watch your step.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this even better, because I'm going to reset this again. I think the elevator goes from the platform to the street level, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm just going off by what one person left in the comments section. I want to see if that's actually true or not, but let's start it. It's I think on 48th Street side we have to get this elevator, or it might have been the other set of tracks that had the elevator. We'll see. Regardless, we have to go this way anyway. Hopefully after watching this video now, you'll be an expert at commuting through or to Grand Central. Grand Central encompassing the entire complex here. All right. Let's see. Area of refuge, it says. The wheelchair icon. Well, I guess there's no elevator here. I mean, it's not really fair that I started the clock from where I was at the platform there, but I guess we'll do this without the clock now, or at least from where I started it. Okay, mezzanine level, stair in. Let's find this elevator. Maybe I could reset the clock at the elevator. I really think they should put some seating here on the mezzanine level at least, because people do need to wait while waiting for the trains. I don't think it's fair for people to stand the entire time, or put moving walkways or whatever. This is kind of ridiculous, but then again, Grand Central North also has no seating as well. Let's see. There's another set of tracks above us. Right here. Track 201 and 202. Area D. Let's see. I think that's a freight elevator. We can't take that. Elevators to track 201 and 202. Let's go up here anyway to the upper level tracks. Maybe the elevator is over here and we can go right to the street. I really want to know all the ins and outs of this new station to give you a fair comparison. All right, so no elevator here, but there is a train. This is not a passenger elevator, it says here. Yeah, so there is no elevator that goes from the platform directly to the street, as I thought, or as another person thought there was. All right, let's go down then, and then take the escalator up. Okay, let's take the 48th Street escalators. Oh, there's a Long Island Railroad train coming in. For this last part of the video, I'd like to go to Madison Avenue and walk along it and show you all the new entrances to this station, just to give you some kind of a logistical, like, perspective of where everything is.
Welcome to Grand Central. The time is 2:43. As you navigate the terminal, please listen for announcements, watch the signs, and check our train time app for important information. Transfers are available for 4, 5, 6, and 7 trains, the 42nd Street Shuttle, and the Metro North Railroad. Please exercise caution when walking and standing on all station platforms. Stand behind the yellow safety lines at all times. When riding the escalator, be sure to face forward and hold the handrails. Thank you. Be safe and have a great day. Welcome to Grand Central.
I'm actually going to stop this stopwatch because I really made a lot of detours there trying to find an elevator that wasn't there. The only elevators that I'm aware of from the mezzanine level to the concourse are on 47th Street next to the ticketing area. There's none directly to the street level. There are entrances on Park Avenue, but I believe they only connect to Grand Central North. Either the crosstown passages or the northwest or northeast passages. But the Madison Avenue ones should be newer, I think. And we'll try to find them. All right, so here's 48th Street. This is the northernmost end of the station. Hello. There's one elevator for exiting at 48th Street. I don't think there's a street level like escalator here yet. I think they're planning to do so because I see a construction wall over here. But at least we get to ride the elevator to the street level, and I'll show you all the other entrances to the station. We already know there's one on 47th Street next to the, or in the JP Morgan building. But there should be other ones as well. Thank you. Going up. Street, upper level. Let's go to the street. Actually, I wonder where upper level goes to.
Street.
Okay, Here's the street. This is the new JP Morgan headquarters that's under construction. Here's the elevator. Wait a second. Now I get it. So this is the entrance you want to go to if you want to go to the concourse directly. This is the elevator that the commenter was talking about. This goes directly from the street to the concourse where the trains are. So let's actually time this. Now that it went back down, it's perfect. The upper level is where we were, the concourse. I mean, Madison concourse. So this goes directly to the train platforms. Really cool. Hopefully they can make more like these. All right, Long Island Railroad Concourse. Upper level is the Madison Concourse. No, wait, that can't be. Yeah, this is still. Yeah. Let's see where upper level goes to then, because I'm not sure. What? I guess upper level isn't an option. Well, to be fair, it looked like that upper level had like a barrier, like closing it off from the elevator window. Well, now we know. Upper level is not accessible.
Street going down.
Yeah, this is confusing. This elevator is confusing, rather. But that elevator only brings you to the Madison Concourse. You still have to go take another set of escalators down, or the 47th Street elevator down to the mezzanine level to catch the trains. There's no direct street to train elevator. But let's see these new entrances. This is what I'm excited for. I think eventually this new JP Morgan Chase building will have a new entrance for Long Island Railroad as well, once it's finished constructing. Look at this massive construction project. JP Morgan has a lot of money to spend on a new headquarters. Oh, so there's a entrance over here for 47th Street. And there's one right here in this building. This is the one we already took. 390 Madison Avenue, another JP Morgan Chase building. This area is JP Morgan land. Still don't see an entrance here at 46th, but there was at 48th via the elevator and the 47th Street one, which I told you is the most convenient option.
I don't know. All right, peace.
Looks like there's an active construction site at 45th Street. Wonder if there's an entrance to Grand Central from here. I probably could have crossed, but I don't really trust this light. I have to say though, I think this Long Island Railroad station will be very beneficial for commuters coming from John F. Kennedy Airport. You can get off at the 47th Street exit, not have to pay an additional subway fare, and walk west towards the Times Square area where most of the hotels are. Yeah, I don't see an entrance to Grand Central from here. Unless it's over here. Can't be. No, that's a construction site. So far the only good entrances on Madison Avenue are 48th and 47th Streets. I don't see one just yet besides those two. Otherwise, you can get into Grand Central from the Northwest Passage entrances on Park Avenue or Vanderbilt Avenue. Now open just beyond construction. What makes it very difficult to judge these Grand Central exits right now is all this construction. All right, it looks like there's an entrance to the train station from here. This elevator. This looks like it connects directly to the cross passage at 45th Street. So yeah, I guess I haven't finished this yet, but if you want the most efficient entrance to Long Island Railroad, take 47th Street. You'll be on the street level in less than 5 minutes. I doubt there's an entrance to Long Island Railroad over here. Between 44th and 43rd. And the next block is the 1 Vanderbilt Tower, which we know is a main entrance there. Let's see here. And no train station entrance on this block. But I want to know where that elevator leads us to. And from there, I guess I'll end the video. I think I've shown enough of where all these entrances are. And so far, there doesn't really seem to be too many. I hope more are built going to the street level, because it seems like if you're on the train and you exit somewhere like at 45th Street, then you're really stuck in the middle. You have to walk to either 47th or maybe here, this elevator, or back towards the Grand Central Terminal in order to exit. That might take the longest. Check this elevator. Might lead us into a new area of Grand Central that I don't know about. I mean, this has to be one of the most rundown elevators I've seen, with this material falling apart. And elevator is here. As long as it works. Long Island Railroad Concourse, they updated the panel. Does this go directly to the Madison Concourse? Why does the elevator look so old then from the outside? I mean, this has to lead to the Madison Concourse because the cross passage is on 45th Street. If so, this is a viable option to get to the street level too. And it does. Wow. I am impressed. All right, so yeah. You do have a little bit of walking to do though to get to the trains if you come here. Oh, and here's all the... Look at this. This is where we came from, or the map. This would have been good to know earlier. Northwest Passage, Northeast Passage, 47th cross tunnel, and 45th. No, wait a second. Yeah, this is 47, this is 45th. So as you see, there's only exits from 48th and 47th and 44th. Oh wait, now I'm seeing everything. Okay, I confused myself now. This is not the Northwest Passage, is not the Northeast Passage. I know it gets confusing because that's actually like on a different level. This is just Grand Central Madison, the new area. So this is the entire Long Island Railroad mezzanine level. This is the Madison Avenue Concourse. I get it. Well, anyway, hope you caught all that on the video between all the different Grand Central terminologies, the exits, and I hope this helps you getting to where you need to go. Hopefully they could build some more street level entrances, but for now, the 47th Street exit is the most convenient. If you want to transfer the Metro North, make sure you catch it at the crosstown passages. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know it was a long one, but I really wanted to explore all the nooks and crannies of Grand Central. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone. See you later. Oh, before I end this video, escalators will be coming here soon. This will go to 43rd Street and the main concourse of Grand Central Terminal. But for now, you need to go around the corner. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.